Welcome back to day 2 of the Old Mutual Wea Ian Melliar Water Polo Tournament, September the 13th. We start off with Grey vs Glenwood, a close game with the final score at 6-7 to Grey PE. In the first half, Glenwood dominated the game, taking most of the possession and having numerous shots at goal. Grey, however, came back in the second half, merely capitalising on Glenwood's mistakes. The third game of the morning is Bishops vs Redham. Bishops giving Redham a good run for their money, but not enough to finish on top. Redham wins 3-5. Copious amounts of kickouts and a penalty for each team sees lots of action-packed polo. St Scythians vs Hilton, the first draw of the morning, final score is 5-all. An early cap-off of Saints number 2 gives Hilton the chance to capitalise with the penalty. A tight game with a number of counters, with Hilton's number 3 leading from the front and taking man of the match. Next up is Westville vs Pearson, with Westville taking the win. Though Pearson has many attempts at goal, Westville is able to convert almost all of their opportunities, leaving them the winners at 8-2. Uffies and Glenwood face off next. Another 3-5 score goes to Uffies. A combination of great defence by Uffies and a lack of converting opportunities by Glenwood sees Uffies take the game. However, Glenwood 11 gets the Most Valuable Player award. A close game between St Andrews and DHS, with the final score at 3-4 to DHS. Despite some fantastic goalkeeping by St Andrews' keeper, DHS managed to take the lead and win it after a kick-out and penalty. Pretoria Boys High vs Clifton, with Clifton dominating the game, the final score at 1-9. Clifton controls the majority of possession of the game, not giving Pretoria Boys a chance to make a comeback at any point. Coupled with great goalkeeping, and the Clifton keeper is given MVP. Redham vs Hilton, this game was controlled by Redham's teamwork and solid structure in the pool, which is not counteracted by Hilton. Hilton is forced to try breakaway goals and counter-attacks, but to no avail. Final score 8-3 to Redham. Westville vs St Peters, end score 5-2, Westville 12 man of the match. Then on to St John's vs Glenwood, with St John's dominating the game and a final score of 7-4. The MVP for that game is St John's number 7. Bishops vs Ian Melliar Invitational. Bishops succinctly take a win, giving Ian Melliar Invite no chance to come back. Next up, a big derby game between Sax and Wynberg. This game was close right the way through. Sax missing numerous scoring opportunities, and Wynberg number 2 and 3 scoring in the last moments to equalise and take the lead. The game finishes with Wynberg's keeper scoring from his side of the pool. Final score 5-3 to Wynberg, well refed by Mike Brady and Matt Stringer. Next up, Bosch vs St Andrews. Rondebosch took advantage of the 7 kickouts against St Andrews. Outstanding keeping from the St Andrews keeper, making 3 one-on-one saves. An unfortunate own goal scored against St Andrews doesn't help things, and they lose to Bosch 9-3. Following this game is Redham vs St Scythians, a heated match between these two sides, plenty of kickouts and penalties, the result being decided by the team that converted the most of these. End result, Redham wins 4-7. Polrus vs Grey PE. Although it seemed as though Polrus controlled most of the game, Grey were the victors in the end. This was due to their counter-attack and good defence. Final score 5-8 to Grey. Grey number 7 gets MVP. Next up, Sax against Westville. This game sees Westville put up a good fight. The Westville keeper putting in some good saves, however in the end Redham was the better team in the game. Final score 4-1. Wynberg vs St Peters, a runaway game. Wynberg wins 14-1. Pretoria Boys vs Bosch, a close game with some admirable play from both sides. Shooting accuracy letting down Pretoria Boys. Bosch steals the win in the final chukker, final score 2-3 to Bosch.